Thank you for joining me today. My name is Myra Moore with More Football LLC. Joining me today is Markese Denmon Jr., a running back out of Texas College. Markese, hi. Thanks for being here with me today.
Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. So I wanted to talk to you, see how things are going. Draft's coming up in a couple of days. First, give me a couple of background information about you as far as, your weight, your height, and things like that, and any different positions that you may have played.
Okay, well, Markese Denmon Jr. from Texas College, 167. My height is 5'7". I play running back, I play receiver, I play kicker, I play punter, specialist, anything that, the coach would need me.
Special teams. You're a lot of special teams, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. So how are things going for you right now? What have you been doing as far as training? Anything like that in the works?
I've been keeping myself in shape. We got these combines coming up. We got these tryouts and everything after the quarantine. So I've been keeping myself up with these maintaining body weight workouts and stuff like that. Doing the push-ups, staying conditioned, and things like that.
Good. And as far as like combines and tryouts, do you have any in the works? Any that you can share with me?
I actually do. I have a combine that's in Los Angeles at Whittier, June 11th. So stay tuned for that. And I have a tryout. And I have you guessing for that.
Really? You don't want to share which team? Is it? Okay, so let me ask you. Is it a CFL team or is it an NFL team?
A CFL.
Nice. I'm going to have to dig. If you won't tell. No, I won't. I'll wait. Just playing. Well, that's good. That is really good to hear. Draft's a couple of days away. How do you feel about that?
Really, I'm feeling excited and everything. I'm not really nervous or anything. What happens, happens. You just gotta keep your faith in God and just believe and just stay with it. So I'm just looking forward to it.
And it sounds like you have a great plan because not only so of course everybody wants plan A to be the draft, but if it doesn't work, it sounds like you have the plan B, which is your workout, and then you have your combine. So that's good. That's a good beginning to set with as far as your planning and still grinding for your career. What would you describe as a strength for you?
A strength for me is just all-around player. You can just put me anywhere and coach. Coach, I can play this. I can do this, that. Anywhere I can get on the field. I can just be more contribute to the team to try to help. So that's one of my strengths. One of my I would say one of my weaknesses due to multiple coaches coming through college and everything. I had to change my play style and everything. So I would say my weakness would probably be trusting my speed at times.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm just fine. But everything else can be improved though.
Yes, and even speed. I mean, that's a pretty good weakness to have because you can always improve on your speed. Which leads me to ask you, how fast is your 40? Do you have you ever been recorded on your 40?
Recorded on my 40? I'm not sure because they haven't sent it to me or published it or anything, so I wouldn't know. But my fastest verified time was a 4.42 in front of multiple college close to that, like a combine. So fastest.
That's really good, especially for a running back. That's amazing. So yeah, that's a great. I mean, that's a great weakness to have because that can just only get better. And another thing, what you had mentioned that the different schemes that with the different coaches coming through, learning different schemes, and actually it's a good thing, right? Because one of the biggest things that we hate to do is change, and it's hard for us as human beings to adapt to change. So for you to have it early on in your career, that's actually a benefit because in any type of professional group or CFL, even into the NFL, there's going to be so many different schemes that you're going to have to learn, and then there's no guarantee you're going to stay with the same team, so that if you go to the next team, it's going to be a whole new scheme that you're going to learn. So that's good that you were impacted so young. What's keeping you motivated right now, Markese?
What's keeping me motivated? I would say, just the love for the game and everything. I've been playing the game since 2007, all the way up until now, and hopefully in the future. I do everything for my family. Everything I do for them. them, everything towards like football wise, you know, it's towards them too as well. Yeah. It's not just for me. You know, everything I do is for them. So.
Yep, they're your biggest fans, and they support you as well. I don't know financially, but most do. So completely understand that. So my last question for you, and this is the one that I like to spring on people. If a coach were to approach you today and offer you a spot, but they want to know what makes you different, what would you bring different to his team? What makes you different from the next running back? What would you say?
I mean, what makes me different is it would be my dedication, my heart, and my loyalty. If you don't play the game without heart, you're not going to be able to perform at your best. My dedication is going to be there. My loyalty to whatever team I go to, it's always going to be there. So,
well, there you have it. Do you have any parting words before we wrap up? Is there anything else you would like to let people know as far as where you're at? You know, who you are?
I mean, I'm just another person hoping for that chance that every child or every student of the game wishes for an opportunity. So I'm just happy I get multiple chances.
Well, there you have it. You all, please take a look at his film, Markese Denmon. I've attached it to this post as well. Like, share, retweet. Let's get our small school guys some recognition. You can see this full interview on More Football at YouTube. Other than that, like, share, retweet. Let's get them some looks. Thank you all. You have a great day, and thank you so much, Markese, for being here with me.
Thank you for having me.